everyone, we are back here at normalchannels.com. We have Ace.
Hello.
We have Gone.
Hello.
All right. And of course, I'm Oracle. And we have another guest speaker today. Her name is Carmen. Hi, Carmen.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Great. So we're going to do a spiritual detox, which actually brings you back to the first 10 years of your life, which is the first decade, onto the second, onto the third. And how old are you right now?
42.
So you're in your fourth decade in your life. So we're just going to go back in time and kind of look at all the energies that you were surrounded with in all the previous decades. Is that okay?
That's good. That's good, yeah.
All right. And I believe in the spiritual detox because then we could go back and kind of look at a pattern. Sometimes reliving the past is hurtful, but it's also healing at the same time because we tend to repeat history unknowingly, okay? Yeah. So tell us the first 10 years of your life, Carmen. That kind of energies that was surrounding you. Oh, I'm not asking you, I'm asking the cards. I'm sorry. If I'm looking at you, I'll ask you. But usually I talk to the cards myself, okay?
Okay.
So.
And just to let you know, thank you for participating and watching us at Neural Channels. And Carmen is our second guest. Remember, last week was 3 of Hearts. Today is Carmen.
All right, so the first card is the 6 of Cups, which basically is, and I'm going to pull in Ace here because she is learning the tarot card. She's in the 20th decade. I'm in the 4th decade. I'm 48, and then of course Gon is in his early, late 30s.
50? Is he 50?
Could be. All right, so the
Just
first
kidding.
card talks about innocence, giving, okay? This, as you can see, the card is an older sister and a younger sister, and this card is about helping each other, giving, okay? Are you okay? Do you need help? So it's kind of like a big sister, family, right? Innocence, it's giving, okay? What's going against it is regrets, broken relationship. So your first 10 years of your life was not as giving as you should be. There was a lot of regrets, broken relationships within your surrounding. I always say your family, because that's the first reference we have is our family in life, the first 10 years, right? So the innocence was given a lot of regrets, a lot of broken relationship. Okay, root cause. All right. I would rather see the first 10 years of your life without these energies, but there was a lot of conviction. It's upside down. It was like do this or die in the first 10 years. You didn't really have a childhood, kind of, you know, the being a kid and exploring. It was almost like this card is about not aggressive, but more of do this or die, eye for an eye. Okay, so okay. Oh, that's good. The double card is in the past. So whenever it's in the past, it was in the present. And it was going away, but it was still a present. 'Cause remember, we're looking at the past right now. But the double card talks about attachments, physical attachments. Also involving a physical attachment to a person. Okay, drugs. You know, that word love. You know, like possession, obsession kind of thing. Okay. Ooh. Damn, girl. All right. So you know, this is your reading. This is what I'm seeing. The broken relationship, there was a lot of heartache. There was, pain surrounding your growing up. Okay, so the first 10 years of your life, you're a kid. What's surrounding the energies is a lot of like, if you don't do this, get out. If you don't do this, there was no compromise. There was not like, okay, you did this, I'll forgive you kind of thing. Forgiveness. It was almost like there was a lot of you've experienced regrets, a lot of regrets in the first 10 years of your life. There was that's not a good card. It's a betrayal, hurtful kind of things that surrounded you. Okay. Oh. But check, you were a really strong booger for a little kid. You had a lot of fortitude. You always seeked out the truth, even though you were a little booger. You stood up. You stood up to all this energy around you. Yeah. So, wow. Okay. Damn, girl. So it was hard time. It was difficult time when you were growing up. Again, this is the first 10 years. There's hard times, ill will. You see the picture outside the church, kind of like cold. So it's almost like our home is like our church, right? We can always come home. You feel peace. You feel tranquility. You feel one, right? That's what church is about. This is what it's about. When you feel that you can't come into your own home, that's kind of like not sacred, You don't feel safe, comfortable. And I always say this is a church because obviously there's, it looks like a church, right?
Stained glass windows.
Thank you, stained glass windows. But, a church is always welcoming, right? Regardless how you look, actually they welcome people who are outside. Look, they look like they're hungry, they're cold, they have no shoes on and it's like snow. That picture says it all. Cold, alone, hunger, and you would think, how come they're outside of the church? Because they're not allowed in there for some reason. So it's almost like, and I always say in a church it's like your home, right? That's where you feel safe, sanctuared, and all that stuff. You didn't feel that way. You didn't feel that way the first 10 years because there was a lot of, it was pain. You were surrounded with pain, betrayal around you. Of course, this is the first 10 years of your life, so you couldn't really do anything. Are you the youngest?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Okay, so you couldn't really do, you were kind of like the watcher, kind of like seeing all this is going on around you, but you're the one that stood up to a lot of things. You see the Page of Swords? Kind of stood up to the lies. No, you told the truth. Kind of like, no, that's not the problem. This is the problem. This is it. There was a lot of, when I say darkness.
Kids were seen and not heard back then.
Yes. But you've seen a lot of the darkness. You've seen darkness, which means it's not the truth. It's absence of light. It's a lie. And you've often went up and said, this is not what it seems like. This is what So you always stood up in a way, but there was, it wasn't as free as should be. When I say childhood, and most people they'll it's like, oh yeah, it's fun. I had this. I was kind of, I had a great childhood. I did this. Yours was kind of in turmoil. Tough. Okay. So the high priestess. So this is how we look. The high priestess it's an energy that can see, and that's what I asked. It's almost like the middle child. Sometimes you play the middle child, in a way, kind of in the middle, where the high priestess is the person that can see all the angels that are about to betray God, and all the demons that are about to betray Satan. So you kind of see both sides. Who are the victims and who are the players? You know, when it comes to broken relationship and regrets. Okay, so this is kind of like, you know, this person kind of looking at these 3 cups, the 3 things in your life that you felt that spilled over, you know. You know, like you see the blood spilled over, kind of like, but you're so focused on these 3 during that time, you know. Like could be your dad, your mom, the 3 things. There were 3 things that you were concerned about, that you regretted during this period of time. As you can see, there was 3 here, 3 hurtful events, I would say. Okay. The Emperor talks about fatherhood. Father. And it's halfway upside down. Your father wasn't in your 10 years?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhat, but
Not very much. It's upside down. Not very much. And this is kind of like the heart of the reading. It's what this is all going on. You know. You had a hard time with that. With Dad not being around, you had a real hard time. You felt betrayed, hurt. It's upside down, so he was around, but not as much as he should have been. Guiding you. Okay. So, three of Hearts is here. Hello, Three of Hearts. Hey. So this left you, this experience, the first 10 years of your life, and it was all about your dad, actually. Are you okay, Carmen?
yes, I am.
So this, the first 10 years of life, is actually surrounding your dad, the lack of there, and it actually, because of this, made you more. You're pissed. You're pissed, and you had this conviction, like motherfucker. You know, if you like can't do this, this is the first time you became really. The next 10 years, blunt. You became blunt, opinionated. Your tongue can cut people. So, and actually, you started to become what you didn't have. Structure. You know, kind of like, you've kind of been like a father. You know, father and mother. If you look at it, well, we'll take a look at that. So the first 10 years of your life, really, the heartache surrounds your father. And you had a lot of fortitude, you had hope, but again, this betrayal that hurt you the most is focused. It's gonna be interesting what the next decade. So this is 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. You ready? You know, he was in there, but he wasn't there enough. In and out. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Excuse me. All right, so the next one is your second decade, 10 to 20. Man, girl, you went through a lot.
I don't remember any of that.
But you do remember your father, the father figure in your first 10 years.
Just one memory.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I remember other memories of them, but only one was painful.
Yeah. Okay, what's the 10 and 20? I get so emotional, babe. Okay, so that's the card of emotions, right? I sing, sorry. So the next 10 and 20, you're going to be dealing with some crazy emotional stuff, okay? This is 10 to 20 years old, okay? All right? And boy, oh yeah, apathy. This is kind of like, you know, self-absorption. You were just like, you, that's it. It's me against the world, okay? So you know, this is somehow, some way, between 10 to 20, you were enlightened emotionally that you're only going to focus on these 3 things that you need to focus on, okay? And kind of like, you know, it's self-absorption. You were focused on you at that moment in your life, about what you want, what you need, what you thought you need, and you were very emotionally driven to it. Okay, like, fuck this shit, kind of like, this is gonna happen. This is what I want. This is what I'm gonna get. Okay. And you did have a foresight. You were able to kind of look out in your future, Carmen, and to see what you wanted. Okay. This is actually based on the first 10 years. Because you knew what you didn't want. That's what you got. You might not have any memories, but it does spill into your 10 to 20, because you're just you're energy driven, energy and motion driven, and that emotion has to come from somewhere, right? Dang!
Oh,
That's crazy.
Twice in a
That
row,
hurtful,
same position.
painful, and this is like the 3 of Hearts. I'm sorry, 3 of Hearts are here. This is like pain that you cannot be saying, oh, maybe I misunderstood it. No, this is something that you don't misunderstand.
Yeah.
It's right there. It hurts. It's 100%, and you can't even think of justifying it wasn't pain.
Yeah.
It's that kind of pain. All right. So I see that the pain has come over. It's really weird to see that, but this time it's with an emotional force. So that's really funny to see it spill over. Usually we'll see remnants of it, you know, but this one's like, it's driven, it's more dangerous now.
And in the same position.
In the same position.
Never a good card.
Okay, and this pain actually caused you to isolate a lot of people. You were like, Miss Isolation.
Ice queen.
Yep. They're just like, whatever. All right. So you eventually morphed into the Queen of Wands. Is a particular card. She's charismatic, bold, unique. All right. When she walks in the room, it's not because she's gorgeous or she's got the best clothes or the best hat, the best shoes. It's just this energy that people are not even looking at her but would turn because they can't figure it out. It was kind of like, what the fuck's that? You know? So you had your unique way of walking into a room and people looking at you. Okay? So this is what was coming up to who you were. You were a strong energy, but couldn't figure out if you were a friend or a foe. But we knew it was strong at that point. All right? You couldn't even tell if you're male or female unless we look at you. So as humans, we're not looking at something, but we feel like something is approaching, but we can't tell if it's a male or female energy. It's kind of like just strong. That's where your energy turned out to be towards the end of this cycle. Okay. So you made sure this to options. Options. You didn't feel like laughing.
What's that?
Because that's funny.
Because you were all about options. Like this time, no. No, you are not just going to give me one option. That is not doable. So it's going to be many options. You're not going to put me on the corner and saying, do this or die. No options, right? Okay, and you were very emotional with that because you didn't feel, and you know, It's okay, but again, this is from the previous one. It was painful. It was so painful that it spilled over the next decade. But it was options. And again, this is very strong spill. It's very hurtful because again, I don't see it coming in the same same freaking position as this one. I mean, if it spills over, it's usually some other position, but it's the same conscious position. That means it stayed with you. Okay? All right. Fear. So on the other side, the moon is kind of like illusion, fear, which, you know, during this time, because when pain inflicts us, it opens up our psyche. Because when one opens up, one closes up, one opens up. So when in that much pain, you know, we fight or flight, okay? And this allowed you to, actually it was pretty scary what it showed you, you know, kind of, this is foresight. You were able to look out, kind of see your path, and kind of like, okay, if I have this option, you're all about option. If I had this option, I take this path, no, that's not good. If I had this option and these variables, that you're looking at the different angles, okay? So you were able to make sure that, okay, you'd started to develop that technique at that age, between 10 to 20, to be able to look at something and say, okay, you know what, this doesn't give me any options. I have to at least have 7. 7 different ones at least. Or, you know, you gave yourself more than one, okay? But again, there was some fear. A lot of people actually at that moment of your time, they tried to get your attention and offer you opportunities and all this, and there was a lot of fear because the energy you put out was like, leave me the fuck alone kind of thing. I'm doing my own thing. I don't need you kind of thing. You know, I am a woman, hear me roar kind of thing. You're mad, you're emotional, and people left you alone. Pretty much. You were dangerous. But anyway, your energy was. Okay? And by the end of this second decade, it was about the Fool. It's about a new path to life. This is when you started. New mistakes, new path. You're not doing the same crap over again. No, you were not. So, so this is the time that you actually got out towards the end, kind of realized you and the surrounding things around you. But it was a new beginning. You know, you wanted a new beginning and you got your new beginning. And you were very emotional in getting a new beginning. Oh, okay, wow. Oh yeah, and that's how you found your conclusion. You know this guy right here that appeared in the first 10, carried over the second 10. Okay, you found a conclusion about it. You found a way to understand it. Okay, release it, let it go. Understand what happened, you know. Understand why you're not going to be there anymore. Right? So it's halfway done. I know, it's halfway done. Okay, so you had some sort of, it's halfway up, right? But it's still, I would rather have this right side up. That means you found a conclusion. This is news, okay? That card is about conclusion or news, okay? So, and it does pertain, you know, Queen of Wands, that energy is kind of weird. Who else is loud in your family?
My whole family is loud.
And they're all Queen of Wands. Wands.
Probably.
All right, so this is the 20 to 30.
Wow, that's quite a question.
Well, not loud, spiritually. Yeah, you know, strong.
Charismatic.
My mother.
Okay, strong, bold, you know, not loud like, you know, it had,
I think we're all loud in our own way.
moving force, right?
Yeah.
That bold,
Mm-hmm.
moving
Bold
force.
spiritually, because sometimes people can be loud in the sense of like noise, but really they're small and cowardly, like
Yeah.
inside, and easily manipulated.
Okay, like bold. Like for instance, you could stand up. Okay, you could stand up, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like he could just stand up, and people like kind of like feel at peace. That kind of energy. Nothing like physically loud, but a strong energy that she enters in the room and everyone goes, "Oh my gosh, she's here." Kind of like that energy. Would you say that would be your mom? That was the influencing. Would she have would she have that energy to walk in the room and all of you guys kind of be on your best behavior, or stop at your track, change your energy?
Yeah, but that's anybody's mama walking in the room.
In your no, not really, but in your. All right, so let's look at the 20 to 30. Is it the 20? Yeah, this is 2030. God, man. Oh, destiny. Ah, Wheel of Fortune. Fun and flexibility. Okay, so this reading, it's upside down, meaning it's low in energy, either it's starting or going away. They're both upside down. Okay, so you're kind of, at this point of your life, 20 to 30, you're looking at the Wheel of Fortune, which is kind of like round and round it spins, where it stops no one knows. But you were like, what's my destiny? I need, and it also talks about money, about flexibility, having fun, being able to do this, make money, have family. Mm-hmm. You know all the options you want? Yeah, you start juggling with them, having all of them at the same time. We're trying to.
I believe this was at the same time as your daycare at your house. You were making money.
Yeah, this was the time that you were having fun. This was also a time, where you were very, the Queen of Pentacles, you were very nurturing, very grounded, very motherly, you know, which is totally different the first 10 years, for 20 years. Remember I told you going to a different path, a new journey, a new lifestyle. So, you know, it was about, you know, juggling life's up and downs, having fun, having flexibility, and still, and the focus point is you were a very nurturing person. How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Do you need anything? That kind of energy. Very earth. What is it? Grounding. Very nurturing in a motherly sense, kind of. Oh, look at that. Okay, permanency. So for the first time in a long time, you have permanency. You have money flowing in. It looked like at one point you actually was able to go out and buy whatever you wanted. And actually, this is a better reading than the first two. But you had affluence. You had the ability to get what you need. You know, you're somewhat established to where you had flexibility. You know, flexibility is something that we all want. We can't get because we're kind of stuck in a corner or so forth. So this is the first time actually ever that you were able to have flexibility in the things that you'd want to do, and that's what the one thing you wanted is ability. Remember the options, okay? And you set out to have those options. Oh. Okay, so as you can see, it's all about pentacles. It's all about, and tell me about pentacles, girlfriend.
So this card is the Six of Pentacles, and this card is about having and not having, and being in control of who can have what. So you see that he has some food or some money, and he's handing to.
You were pimping, girl. You were pimping at this time of your life. You were like, who do I feed? Do I feed you? You were pimping. Do I feed you?
Have some more. Oh, you've had
Okay.
enough.
You're about the dollars at this moment of your time. Because look at all the pentacles. Flexibility, permanency. You were able to go shopping and get stuff that you like. Okay? So this was all about having or having not stuff. Okay? Ew. Okay, that I don't like.
Maybe that's why these are connecting, because this is coming in and the permanency and affluence are leaving.
Okay. During this time,
And they're both upside
something
down.
bringing down the house. Bringing down the house. Okay? There was a sudden change. A change that you knew needed to be changed. So this was like a forced change. You knew it needs to be changed. But because you were lagging on it, and that's one thing about change in our psyche and stuff, we know that needs to change. We kind of procrastinate, don't want to deal with it. And then boom, right? It's a forced change. This is a forced change. That means it was right under your nose. It brought the house down, right? And that's why the affluence is going away. See if you look at this card, isn't that a wonderful feeling? You have all those money back there. The person got a nice freaking castle in the back. He's outside with a dog, with his wife, with his kid, buying some money from a rich merchant right there, buying something. Something that he didn't need to survive, but you know. So that went away because of that. Your lifestyle then changed during this period. Okay. All right, the Hangman. At least you understand the reason why you were there. So the Hangman, people trip like, oh my God, it's the Hangman. You know, he's hanged, he's upside down, but everyone forgets that there's a halo. Okay? He understands why he was there. So by understanding how you got there, you will never repeat that mistake again. And that's what I always try. There's always a silver lining in everything. Okay? But when you learn about something, learn about yourself during a horrible experience that was under your nose, taken from your nose in a way, taken out in front of your eyes, you understood why that happened. Because you understood your actions to be part of that. Right? But once you understand that, you knew you got personal power. Understanding it is the first step from not repeating it. Okay? Alright, so, and that's with having resources. Right? Being able to, having a resource. Who has more? You have more, she has more. You know, it was this resource. I shouldn't say battle. Yeah, battle. You know, who had more, who had less. You know, I get to feed you, you don't get to feed me, kind of thing. It's a material war. Okay? Oh. Okay. So this is the particular time, stalemate, when you realize that person, gone. It's stalemate. It's check mark. It's checkmate. That's it. There's no more flexibility. There's no more money. Everything's been taken away. And you knew your part in it. And that's important. Because if you didn't know that you're part in it, you'd be in it right now again. Okay? But that's when you determined it was like, yeah? Alright, upside down. Okay? Was this person work related?
What?
This person that was involved in within 20 to 30 years, did you do any work related things with him or anything like that? Okay. When Three of Cups is in a picture,
Three of Pentacles.
I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles, it's working towards a goal. You have a mission. You and this person had a mission, okay? It wasn't like the Three of Cups where it's the mission of heart, family, peace, and joy. This is kind of like, you help me, I help you. It's all material stuff, you know? Kind of, it wasn't born from the heart. It was born out of necessity, the relationship was, okay? Or the energy of this stalemate. Because if it was there in the beginning, it'll still be here today, okay? So, with every mission, with every work, there's an ending. I got what I needed, bye, kind of thing. Where Three of Cups, this is the reverse of Three of Cups. The Three of Pentacles, that's outside of your home, working together, like your coworker, a mission, you know, let's get this business started kind of thing, okay, for a mutual gain, okay? But Three of Cups, it's kind of like, that energy is not about mutual gain, but other than sharing each other's cup.
The community.
The community, the community cup, where, your cup is low, drink from my cup. It's a giving cup, so that's more internal. This is what your family would do for you. If your cup is empty, and I'm your sister, I'm going to give you my cup, because your cup is empty, okay?
So that's a negative card then.
It's a positive card, but in this reading, the mission is done. The attachment, that's why I said it's kind of like a work-related. The mission impossible, the mission is done. I got what I needed, and I can't get it anymore. It's stalemate, it's done. I've drained whatever I needed to drain. I can't drain anymore, okay? Are you okay? What are you writing? Oh, okay, Temperance. All right. It's upside down. So this is what, 2030?
Yes.
Okay, 2030.
20 to 30.
Okay, so during this time you worked very hard during this time to temper, to change like a cooking show, you're cooking and the recipe, and you were always the one trying to change the recipe, making it better. Oh, this week it's salty. Well, let's add some more water so it's not so salty. But you were constantly tempering with the recipe. But you were the only one tempering with the recipe. It takes more than you, because you're the one correcting it. Someone else is putting something bad in it. You're
I know
correcting.
exactly what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. So, and that was, you can't go one way, and that's the workability. You have to be tempered both ways. Oh, okay, I put too much salt in there. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. Sorry. Okay. That means don't put salt again next week. Okay. Put something else. But it was always, almost like always, salting it for a purpose. So at this point, when the resources were gone, this sudden change appeared, you stopped. Your realization, you stopped. I'm not going to correct this. It's going to be salty. I don't care. Okay? So, but it started off really great, but towards the end it became sour, and you realize that you can't mix anymore. There's no way. It's too much. Okay. So this is 30, 40?
Yes, the next
30,
reading
40,
is
okay.
30 to 40.
That was 20 and 30.
That
right?
was your 20 to 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now we 3 of Hearts, we didn't do the 40 to 50 because we don't like to do
No.
that. What we did on 40 to 50 is remove all the negative energies. So when she's starting her 40 to 50, all those energies are gone. Okay, because we don't want to keep putting that towards that. So you're kind of thinking of the energies you want to burn today and get rid of.
Yes.
All right. So are we still okay on recording? Is it still going?
I think so.
All right.
Looks good.
All right. So this is the second to the very last reading, and I think we have all the stuff that we need, and we have our special glass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell us about your 30-40. Okay. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. Upside down. Girl, you had some temper this time. You were working, grinding, and you were just hot or cold. You got the good side, you were flipping really, really good, or you're flipping really, really bad. But you were very meticulous. And boy, you had your temper during this time. Okay? You were like a bulldog that bites on somebody's butt and not let go. Okay, even if the bulldog is dead, the teeth is still in there. That teeth is still on somebody's. You left marks. Okay. Oh, this is all about your community.
Interesting.
Oh, you were Mama Fire. You were just like, this is just the way it is. It's just really weird, right? Because this brings you back the first 10 years. The first 10 years when it was like conviction, this, or get out. This, or that. So there was no options in between. You were like, this is what I need to get done, nothing else. No options. So this is your 30 years. So you're looping back the first 10. You see that?
I was driven.
You were driven, and you were driven inside. Where the first 10 years, it wasn't driven inside. It was kind of like chaotic, in a way. You know, there was not a structure. There was not a structure the first 10 years. You mean structures like, it is. It was kind of like you don't know if this or that in the first 10 years. Okay, so this is all about your community inside. The Three of Cups, see the Three of Cups? The previous reading was the Three of Pentacles. It's so weird because I mentioned this in the previous reading about the Three of Cups. Okay? So you knew that has to be internal. This is all about cup sharing, not what we're done. We're not done yet. We're not done until we tell you we're done. Okay? I see this came over again.
Stalemate.
See?
So,
Your community was very important at this stage. You're inside of the house. Because it's weird. Your readings actually spill over to the next one, which is really interesting. Because your conscious and subconscious are connected. Normally, these things don't spill over. But this was in the previous reading, the stalemate. Remember the stalemate that you learned about that, and it was 3? This is the reason why you were so anal about your community inside of your home. Okay? Nobody in this house is going to have a stalemate. Check mark. Mission is done. Oh no, we are not done. We're going to keep working on this. I don't care. Yeah, we're going to keep working on this. The mission is not done. So it's really weird because what you learned from the previous decade, you're actually applying it for this decade, inside instead of outside. Very interesting, Carmen, San Diego. Where were you? Okay, and you're actually, you're understanding. You're actually moving on, finding the deeper meaning to this crap. So this is actually pretty good, Carmen, that you're understanding, moving it, and applying it. Wow, damn, this girl. I underestimated her. I thought she was just crazy. She's one of the voodoo queens. Oh. Oh, it's all about connection.
Okay.
That's great.
Good.
3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Again, I've done a lot of readings, and this is pretty much a pretty synchronized reading of all the decades spilling over. Usually it's all scattered and kind of, hidden. But the 2 of Cups is this 30 to 40, it's all about connection it's all about truth. Oh, come on. No. We want to make sure no stones unturned. You and I are going to have an understanding. You and I are going to have a truth. We're going to love each other and hug each other and move on. Okay? You're not going to be in my house and we're going to be stalemated because you hate being around me and I hate being. Oh no, we're going to cut that shit out. We're going to communicate. We're going to say I'm sorry to each other and we're going to move on. Fuck this. Okay? That was your attitude between 30 and 40. So which is actually pretty good. Okay. So,
Lone wolf style, sneaky, sneaky.
okay. So, in this aspect, there was a lot of lone wolf style. You know, kind of like people want to do their own thing and sneaking off, and you know, the lying, cheating, and stealing in this energy was coming in, right? And boy, you were on top of that. Oh, you were, that was, as soon as you felt that energy, that sneaking around, the lying, you know, the sneaking around, not telling you the truth kind of thing, you were on it inside your community. You wouldn't let it, you know, remember the tower? Before you just kind of like, oh,
And the
whatever.
betrayal.
You see in your face, you would go, whatever. You were facing it straight on this one. You wouldn't even let it grow in front. As soon as it came in, oh, you stomped it. You didn't let it grow the way it did before. You stomped it. You cut it. You're like, okay, this is what's going on. You need to stop that. We're taking care of this. We're not going to be in the stalemate because you understand.
Not so quickly. I had to learn. I knocked my head against the wall a few times. See the flags, but you keep going kind of thing. Just stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, but you were able to connect though. This I think this reading, from all the readings, really, it's a collective experience that you've had. It'll be interesting because the first two was just, first of all, you know, that it spilled twice from this card to the swords. You were all swords. Okay, all right. Okay, at this point, you were all about the truth. Truth for you became a page to ace of swords. Okay, page of swords, fortitude, kind of like I'm young, I'm stern, you know. But then you've grown into an ace of swords, meaning all you see is the sword. There's no person behind it, and the sword is a sword of truth. I'm all about. That's how you project yourself. Just tell me the truth, we'll be good. The truth will set you free. That's what you needed to see. That's what you make sure. You know, don't bullshit me. I'm not gonna. You allowed the truth to set you free. Not just you, but everything surrounding you. Okay? But you just conclusion and news. Dang, I'm gonna review this when we post it. Again, you got another conclusion. A conclusion news means you're always analyzing. You're always seeing what worked and what didn't work, and this is your second conclusion. Okay, so you're like a witch in the brew, you know. You're like stirring, and oh no, I'm not gonna put jalapenos anymore. I'm gonna put some other stuff in there. So this is kind of your brew developing, okay, and it's all about community, you know, right inside what your family, the people you love, and the way they treat you and the way you treat them is going to be. This is a new journey, a new following. This is what you're going to have from now on. This is 30 and 40. That's when you understood it can't be outside. It has to be everything inside. Okay? Free to be. One cup. All right. Ah, God. Another one. Geez, how many freaking broken relationships you have to go through? Regrets. I'm sorry. So this is another time that there was a broken relationship, right? The community, 30 and 40. You're always regretting. That's like, we should call you Carmen the regretter. Because you put yourself through hell. You're always constantly blaming you. Could've, would've, should've. You know, I should have done this. It's all my fault. You know, girl, it's not all your fault. Okay? But, you know, learning and tempering and changing, you've already won. Because you understand what you've done. You know, and you're, you know, and you've gone through a lot of this. The first 10 years, there's a lot of regret. Regret is like could've, would've, should've. Surrounded by broken relations. You know, spilled cups. Right? As you can see, the three cups that are spilled blood. You know, spilled blood, heartaches, you know. When blood is spilled, that's hurtful. Okay? All right. Ace of Pentacles, material force, creativity. So actually, every time you get hurt, well, this is the most, and you tried to understand, okay, we're not going to have a stalemate here. This is our community. We're going to have it different. We're going to find a reason. We're going to move on. We're going to find a deeper meaning. We're not going to go through this crap over and over again. There's no more lying, stealing, cheating. It's always the truth. Tell me the truth or die. You know, you're following all this recipe, right? And you're like, okay, you know. Then it turns out to be another broken relationship or regrets, again, pushing yourself, going, it's Carmen's fault, you know, could have seen this better, you know, but again, you did it, you have a conclusion on it, okay, so this is 30-40, okay? All right, now we're not going to read into your future because you're only 42, but what we're going to ask is, this last reading is, what can Carmen, what energies that she should be invoking to find family, peace, and joy, all right? This will give us an insight to the good and bad in the future without asking about the future, right? So if we say family, peace, and joy, and I don't know anyone else who doesn't want family and peace and joy in this world, I think it's a safe way. I don't like looking into the future, you know, but if we know what to do to have a better future, that's something I like to look at. And I don't do death questions or anything like that. No. That's the Reaper, not me. All right. Here we go. Okay, first card. The Queen of Cups. So by this time, you understand that you have intuitiveness. You know that, right? You were some voodoo princess in the previous life. I don't know. But you do have that psychic awareness that you know that you've had. And that's why you were more perceptive, seeing things that, you know, the first 10 years of your life, maybe you didn't remember a lot, but your psychic has. Because you could see the spilling over. That means you are aware of it. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, because it spills over. Okay? So it asks you, by this time in your life, you know your wish. You know your wish card. You know your wish card, because damn, you've been through one broken relationship, about three broken relationships, okay? That you already know what you don't like. Okay? So that's the first thing, is understanding what you don't like. You know 110%. You know what you don't like. Right? And if it's something that you don't like, that means you like it. You don't like, right? No one doesn't like Sarah Lee. Okay. It's a don't, right? You know what you don't like, right? Okay. So this is the time that you need to be more spiritual, more open, and you have been more spiritual and more, because I could see the spilling over, you know. There is a psychic connection. As I said, Victoria, we've never seen that going on. Sorry, Carmen, I meant to say Carmen. We might have to just bleep that. Okay, ethical issues. Okay? All these broken relationships all constitute to some ethics that went against you. Okay? So, you know, ethics is very simple, right? No lying, stealing, cheating. No human being likes to be lied to, cheated, or stolen from. Mental victimization, whatever, that's stealing someone's emotion. So you're all about ethical behavior. Ethical. You're not going to let it, if it's unethical, you're not going to be part. You are not going to be part of it. So, it's all about ethics, doing the right thing. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Ace of Wands, creative force. Now I want that more going here. Okay? This is the reason why this is going out, because something is coming here. So I want to take a look at that. Love. Exciting and new love.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Girl, you have been looking for that love in all the wrong places. Looking for love. I'm serious. That's the Ace of Cups. That is the goddess of love. That is a blessing, and blessed by a dove in the heaven. It's like that deep love that is just, it's not a mission. It's not it doesn't end. There's no, you don't have to work hard at it. It's just there, growing all the time.
Why is it upside down?
Because you're not there yet.
Oh.
It's low energy, okay? But that is your wish card. To have that deep, intense love that just there all the time. You don't even have to do anything. There all the time. And it just grows and grows and grows and grows. And you don't want to stop it, but you don't want to lose it, but you don't care because it's just there. Okay? Now, all right? The Hermit is coming in. All right? You love to isolate yourself. Doing this kind of like, I need to think it out. I'm going to be the Hermit. I got to seek the light. You know, all that. That's all good. Okay? When it does come in, this is coming out, the Ace of Wands. Okay? Creative force. You have for a long time been alone spiritually. Okay? Not alone physically. You're always having people up in your face, in your ear, but never, you always felt alone as a spirit. Okay? And you carry that on. You're not some old man with a little wand, you know, having to go away, but, you know. So the Hermit is good, but, you know, tone it down a little bit, right? Because you're doing that we don't want you to go into self-absorption again.
That Four of Cups.
The Four of
Where
Cups.
he's closed off and he doesn't see what's being offered.
You know, the offering in your face, and you're just like, whatever. That offering that you finally said yes to. This beautiful offering.
I find that one
Yeah,
quite often.
yeah. Page of Swords, that's fortitude. Okay, all right. Wise, calm, diplomatic. Hierophant. Oh, Lord, you guys need to start going to church. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Where did we see that first? In your first reading. I think we always see it repeat. So, a belief system, that means the Hierophant. Now, usually it looks like it's religion, and it's just a group of people that believe the same way. Family, peace and joy. Family, love, togetherness, the power of many. You do not stand alone. We stand with you. You know, it's the Hierophant. It's a belief system. Belief systems are so strong that you can't break them.
Yeah.
You can't. You could break one, but the other one's going to come and get you. And it's like, okay. So, let's go get her a little thing.
Okay.
What time is it? Are we clocking?
It
We're
is
gonna-
8:40.
Oh, Lord.
So it's been about an hour.
Yeah. So we got a few things here. All right. So can we help her?
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank
Go
you.
walk the dog, but yes, yes. Bye. Good to see you. Yeah, just one cocktail.
One cocktail.
We'll figure it out. Sure,
Okay.
we'll figure it out. We'll top it. I'll let it.
You can't put it here, it's gonna burn. Okay, then she's gonna hold it.
You're used to this. Hey.
Alright, we're using this red because of your energy. We won't use the black one because the energy that I sense from you is not black. Red is good or bad. Okay? So, and to me, red is intense. It's love. Okay? It's powerful. Although I've seen this used the other way. It's that kind of color. Everyone thinks, you know, evil is in black, black candles. No, it isn't. Okay? It's the intensity, also red. That's why black and red are the most popular colors. Okay? So this is a sign for love. Okay? And then we're going to put, I want you with your nails to draw hearts all around it. Use your, that's so weird. That is the rose one. God, it's so weird how I know what we're gonna do for her tonight. So this one is for love, luck, and friendship. Okay? And that's the main thing that we have there. All right. This is your parchment. After you write that there, you dip that in that blood. And what I want you to do, so these are the good things. Good. And that heart is going to symbol family, peace, and joy. So, now, what we're going to do is, so actually this is a real great reading. There's no negativity, but I think we should include is the opposites of these energy, right? Okay, so go ahead and use the same one and dip it in here, and I want you to write all the negative stuff that you want to go away. Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
You dip it in there,
Oh.
and then you write on that parchment. Okay, so from what we remember, we have stalemate, right?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Stalemate?
stalemate. Okay, but as well, from all the readings, broken relationship. What other negativity when we saw all the readings that we wanted to get rid of? Actually, Carmen, that's a very good reading right there. You were taking notes, Carmen? Heartache, betrayal, pain. Oh, self-absorption, apathy. Apathy, yeah, you know that energy. But this is really good. Your psyche is really developing in this, your fourth decade, right? Your 40s. It is. embracing it, understanding it, sensing it. You know, you're actually sensing your spirit guides. Actually, you're starting to listen to them. They've been bugging you since you were a kid. You're just like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, are you part Indian by any chance? No, American Indian? You don't know? Okay. All right. Close this up there. Okay.
I'm black, I can be anything.
All right. Let's go. And what I want you to do is we're going to light that up. Get the bowl. Get the bowl. Get
Do
the
you need
bowl.
a lighter? I have.
Get a lighter.
Okay.
Get the pretty bowl. The bowl is there. Oh my God, Becky. Very nice.
Ooh, lots of
Okay,
notes, Miss
so-
Carmen.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Always good
Very
to
nice.
look and reflect so we can
Yeah.
learn from our past. And repeat
I want you to light the candle, drip it down 3 places on there. And I could push this back actually. There you go. All right, so go ahead and light the candle.
3 things that I want to address the most.
No, 3 drops of wax.
Just period, doesn't matter where.
Yeah, just think about the energies that you want to go away. These will go away. And just pick those 3 energies. Or you could pick all of them. It's up to you. It's your recipe. Okay. That's all right. Okay, I want you to keep lighting that candle every night, even for like 10 seconds, and you know, until it's gone. Okay? You take that with you. You take that and put that in there, and we're gonna burn it. Can you light her candle up again? Because we're gonna use to burn that.
What about the incense?
Yeah, you have to light incense. Light incense with that. Oops, hang on.
Salt of the seas.
Sea salt, please.
Under the sea.
That's a good thing.
Under
Okay.
the sea.
Okay. Let me have that. Grab some salt. Throw it in there. That's sea salt, untouched sea salt.
Oh, she touched it now.
Alright. Now I want you to go ahead and burn that. Burn it again. Alright. Now as you're burning it, feeling the negative energies. Do you have any
Oh, yeah. There you go. Well, there we go. Jam is.
go ahead and light it up again. We have to burn it all the way. Take a candle. There you go. There we go. Won't go away, won't burn. Ooh, that was a good one.
There we go, huh? Okay. Now put
There
it
you
out
go.
with your it's fine. Future reference, when you burn your candle at home, put it out with your finger.
Yeah, guys. The spirits likes it better.
Yeah.
And it helps to not burn your house. There you go. Thank you, Glenn. You want to move it around? Do some temper there. There we go. Oh, great. There we go. Now I'm going to light that up. Do we have any paper for her? Just mix it around, move it around. There you go. The bottom. You satisfied my hungry heart. With gifts of finest wheat. Come into us, oh saving Lord. Oh, they're gonna be this off. That's good. Let me have the knife. Man, this is a pretty hard one here. Yeah.
It's hard to get rid of pain.
Dang, this, again, I've never had this much to burn. Oh my God. That was a lot of intense reading on yours. You know that? You had a lot. Dang, girl.
It won't burn. The pain won't go away.
Alright, so when you get home, burn the rest, okay?
You're like, alright, we're out of here.
No, because it's not meant to.
To fester?
Yeah, you need to burn some of this at your house in the backyard
Okay.
to finish it. It's not, again, I've never had anything not burn that fast. Yeah, you've been through a lot. Girl, you've been through a lot. Is this hers? A package? No, we need to, oh, okay. Let me have that piece of, I need to give her a thingy.
Oh, for her ashes.
Yeah, for her ashes. Let me see. Okay. Is that good enough? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put this in a bowl here. Actually, you know what? Let me have a piece of napkin. So will you burn this in the backyard sometime?
Burn it tonight.
Yeah, burn it tonight because it has to be finished somewhere else. Okay? And you could burn all of this. But make sure you burn that little guy in the back and then bury it on that favorite spot. Okay? Alright. So this concludes our spiritual detox. Carmen, would you comment on the reading and did it help you in any way?
I guess it's good and bad. I don't know about the first 10 of everything you meant per se, but I knew what times in my life what was going on, and it made sense.
Well, again, I've
Especially the 20 through 30 and 30 through 40.
Do you think you've ever blocked certain parts of your psyche? That it was so painful you had to?
If I did, it's the first time.
Yeah. Okay. We love you, Carmen.
What do you
Okay. So visit us at www.neurochannels.com. Thank you again, Gan.
Thank you very much, everybody.
All right. Blessed be.